Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Brytenwalda. Now, I did take a really quick trip to A-Leech, and I have deposited my prisoners and my war trophies to gather a little bit more cash. Now, before we head in and take out these two Dariata vassals who have stuck around, which was rather strange to me, we will be leveling Barney up. Oh yes. Now, I believe it would be a rather good idea to potentially get some more intelligence so that we can get another in inventory management and maybe another in pathfinding. I think that might be rather advantageous. I hope so, at least. Let's try it out. And let's see, what else can we get here? If we are going to ever find that Pictish crossbow, then it would be nice to have some crossbow skill, just in case. So, let us now head in versus these two vassals, and we will see what they're made of. Okay, so, this guy has a relation of -8. Well, we will see what he thinks of us after this. Well, -9, of course. Now, they have 210. We have 454. So we will be, hopefully, rather easily going to defeat them. And we will soon see what they decide to do, whether they decide to hold their position, or whether they decide to mount an offensive maneuver against us, which would be a very refreshing change of pace. I wouldn't mind at all if they were to do that. That would be good. Let us see. Unfortunately, it seems as though we are out of luck in this particular day. So, I will be cutting away. Okay, so here we go. We have our infantry currently charging in, and I've also just realized how hilarious Barney looks on this pony, as you can see. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, they appear to not think it is very funny, so we will hopefully be able to take them down and teach them a lesson. Oh yes, let's do it. Come on, take them down. And I will attempt to focus my efforts upon their missile units. That would be the greatest thing to do, or at least I hope so. Let's do it. Oh, and he would parry me, of course. But at least we are tying them up and keeping them busy while our forces destroy their infantry. Oh, they have now received reinforcements. And they are sounding the retreating horn. That won't help you much now. You have been completely vanquished, or at least I can only hope that we will vanquish you. Yes, come on, take him down. Yeah, take that fellow's horse down, at least. And maybe we can pursue the routing enemies. There we go, not too bad. Oh, new enemies have arrived once again. Oh my goodness, okay. I thought they would have given up the chase at the moment, but it seems as though they do like the slaughter. Okay, there we are. Take him down. Oh, that is an elite skirmisher, I believe, unless it is the actual lord. Nope, that is an elite skirmisher. Well, I am very happy that we took him down at least, so he will no longer harass our units. That is always a good thing. Oh, come on. Oh, I was hoping we could take this guy down. Maybe we still can. Oh no, he is just out of our reach. How could you? Well, we will pursue you to the ends of the earth, or at least until the end of this map. Aha, you are turning around now, yes. You thought you would get me with that spear, did you? You were mistaken. And it seems as though you have a faster horse than I do. How unfortunate for me. Oh, here we go. Maybe I can take him down. Oh, that was a really fail stab right there, but there we are. We took him down eventually. And it seems as though the other routing troops will be escaping. As you can see, only one enemy remains, and there we are. A rather easy victory, may I say, but yes, you never know. Overconfidence is the bane of my existence. So we will soon see how that goes if I indeed do have that affliction. Which may happen. Who knows? With the upcoming battles, I may feel incredibly overconfident, and then I will make a mistake. And it will be the gravest mistake ever. No doubt. Okay, so, will these troops move? That is the only question that we need to concern ourselves with at the moment. The only problem with that question is that we already know the answer to that, of course, and the answer is no. So, I will see you in just a moment. Okay, here we go. We have our infantry currently assailing the hilltop, and we will eventually be taking down all of their missile units. As you can see, they are currently bombarding us with a rather severe barrage of javelins. As you can see, they almost killed my pony. Oh my, that will not go unpunished, I can assure you. Let us do it. Take them all down, everyone. Yes, we have our fair share of elite skirmishers as well, and they are dealing a rather serious amount of damage to our enemies. And the least I can hope for is that my pony survives this actual engagement. Or at least me. I might be able to survive, because as you can see, I just took 34 damage from that elite skirmisher's javelin. That is a rather serious throwing arm he has right there. Oh my. Okay, well, there we are. That was a very simple victory, of course, although we did take a rather serious amount of damage, and I'm not very happy with that at all, due to, of course, us having to siege immediately after that battle, because, of course, I don't think you've forgotten. I certainly haven't. We need to take the very close castle to us right away, and potentially draw out any other Dauriata vassals. That would be a very fortunate thing indeed. So, let us hope that that actually works. If it doesn't, then, well, I suppose we've taken a castle, so it's not too bad. Okay, so, there we are. We have looted it. We have 2 days of food remaining. I did pick up a little bit of food at Alich, which is very nice indeed. And there we are. Now, 119... 86 prisoners. That will be very nice indeed. Okay, so order the construction of sanitation, and we will also build equipment. Yes, now we do not actually have an engineer, which is the only problem I am currently finding, so perhaps we should start speccing an engineer to get a little bit of a head start on these sieges that are coming up, at least, because I would really like to take Dunat. As you can see, Dunat is very close to us indeed, after taking Dunabert. So it would be rather nice to have an engineer on board, but if we do not, then we will just have to hope that no enemy vassals of overwhelming strength turn up to try to defeat us, although that would see to quite some entertainment, I hope. Now, sir, our food supply routes may be in danger. Our scouts have discovered enemy raiders behind our lines. Aha, okay, so we have 3 options here. Send men to protect the routes and pursue the enemies. Note, you will lose troops from your main army. We do not really want that. Send a messenger to pay the enemy raiders not to attack your supply routes for a few days. That is only 500 shillings. That's not too bad. Or we can do nothing and lose part of our food, which I do not believe will be the greatest option, so I think I will choose to pay them. Oh, I think that maybe helped us? I hope so, at least. Okay, so we have currently sustained 6 casualties to death, which is not too bad. We didn't lose any units that are incredibly rare to obtain, so that's always nice. And now we will send a reinforcement. Yes, there we are. We took down 25 of the enemy, 42 total, and only lost 2 in the process. We have managed to repel the enemy forces. Very good. Okay, we can only hope that it continues to be in our favor. Oh, yes, well, I suppose you all were rather expecting this to happen. But every fief on Britannia is currently up for grabs, as it were. That is rather sad to see, considering I live there in real life, technically. So that would have been very nice indeed to be able to hold on to, but potentially one of our vassals may go to try to defend it. That would be a very nice result indeed if it were to happen. But I do not believe our vassals will be that forward-thinking, potentially. Who knows, though? We may see something like vassal from somewhere has been taken prisoner by Emain Matcher. That would be a very nice thing indeed. But yes, I am not holding out too much hope at the moment. And just taking a look at the messages here, making sure that none of our vassals have been taken prisoner, just in case I need to rescue one of them, who knows. And now Lloydis has also been besieged by our previous faction, the Crafu. Now Lloydis is also on Britannia, a little bit to the southeast down here. There it is. We are being torn apart piece by piece, yes. I believe some of you in the comments have actually given us some rather good advice, and that advice is to consolidate our holdings on Ireland and then slowly push out and start taking strongholds and towns from there. And that is exactly what I will be doing as soon as we have taken out the Dauriata, because they have always been a rather devious foe. And it would be nice to eliminate them from the game, and then we should have no problems at all with our northern territories in Ireland, or at least I hope so. And we have also killed quite a few more units in that particular real-time event, and now I believe it would probably be a very good idea to call for a meeting with the castle commander and say, "Surrender, your situation is hopeless. Perhaps, do you give your word of honor that we'll be treated well? You will be ransomed and your soldiers will live. I give you my word." Very well then, under those terms, I offer you my surrender. And there we are, the easiest amount of prisoners that I have ever gained. Very nice indeed. So, I will cut away very shortly while I recruit these units. I am currently fielding a maximum army size of 698, so I should have no problems at all taking every single one of these units, and goodness knows I will probably need them to garrison this particular castle. So, I will see you in just a moment. Okay, so here we are. We now are fielding an army of 550. That is absolutely amazing. I'm hoping that we'll be able to rescue even further amounts of prisoners in the near future, or at least, hopefully, have quite a few prisoners at Dunat to be rescued. We can only hope. Now, before we end this episode off here, I think what I will be doing is heading to Dunat and checking out how many defenses they actually have. And then I will head back to Ailech, place our prisoners there, and we will also be able to gather a few reinforcements in case Dunat is a little too out of our scope at the moment. So, I think what we want to do is give this to... I think Lord Agasicles could be rather good to take this, because as you can see by Lord Alifre, he's not had the greatest amount of presence in the way of defending. So I think I will give this to Lord Agasicles. He's always done a very good job indeed. And the next fief, I believe, will go to Matui. As you can see, he has now gone down to 77 in relation. So hopefully we'll be able to take another castle, because I would prefer not to award him Dunat itself, as that would be very nice to be able to hold myself, or at least to award it to Barney. That would be very nice indeed. Okay, so enough prattling on a little bit. I will be heading to Dunat, and we will see how many forces they actually have stationed there. Let's just hope that we do not encounter any potential vassals that may be exceptionally strong at the moment, and be able to scout Dunat rather covertly, if possible. Aha! Only 413, and they have 162 prisoners. Now that is a very tempting target indeed. So, I will end this episode off here, and next time on Brytenwalda, we will be assaulting Dunat, and hoping that no other vassals from the Dauriata have reinforced their garrison. So, I will head back to Ailech. I will place all of my prisoners in the hold there. I will sell, and potentially get a few more units under our command, and then we will return in force to take Dunat. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.